That is unreal. I literally am at a loss for words, guys. Wow. Shoot. Give her. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today it's a grim day. Massive major storm just went through Iowa, and let's show you guys what happened. I've seen 8 semis flipped over so far, 4 fields flat on the ground, and countless corn and beans fields that have major damage. So let's get up to the farm. Plus we also have at least for sure 1 barn that is totally destroyed. It's gonna be a rough day. Wow, that is unreal. That's a that's a 6-figure bin right there that is just destroyed. So you can see that grain leg is just all sorts of screwed up. Holy crap. Guys, I literally have goosebumps for this. This is unreal. This is the worst storm I've ever seen. Like, that is unreal. That is probably a $250,000 1,000 bushel bin right there that's just destroyed. Holy crap. And this is all over the state is what I've heard. Guys, I'm recording this on my cell phone because apparently my GoPro got hit by the storm too and it's not working. So wow, I literally have goosebumps. There's a power pole that snapped off right there. Corn just demolished. That field was half of it's flat on the ground. What a crap thing to happen. This is legit unreal. I am at loss for words. Like, I feel really bad for that guy that has that elevator. That was a 1 bin, probably over 250,000 bushel. The leg snapped clean off. Here's a picture of it. Leg snapped clean off. The bin just collapsed. Like, some of the siding of the roof just got demolished. Like, wow, thoughts and prayers to everybody affected. I just hope no one got killed. Property can be replaced, people can't. I literally am at a loss for words, guys. Like, this is easily, hands down, the worst storm that I personally have ever experienced. But like, it's not just like a narrow band that happened. There is major damage from the Quad Cities, southern Quad Cities where I work in Silvis, Illinois, to an hour north up near Preston, Iowa. I'm worried and I'm scared to see what I'm gonna find. Like, this is bad, very bad. And it's not just our pocket too. I'm talking to a buddy out near Des Moines. One buddy has his house, he lost a garage, lost half his roof, and lost some siding. Another buddy, he lost a bin. Like, this is not just, this isn't a localized thing, this is huge. Plus US Cellular, I can't get hold of anybody in my family because they're all on US Cellular and my work phone's not, so I can call people, but they're all on US Cellular and they don't have service right now. US Cellular's on like a massive Midwest blackout, so holy crap, a lot of things happening. We interrupt this important video to bring you a great sponsorship. Do you guys like coffee? I know my wife and I do. Coffee. And if you do like coffee, I got an important sponsor to talk about. Thank you, Trade Coffee, for sponsoring this video. With Trade, you take a quiz, they get to know you a little bit, and they send you coffee from the nation's top roasters. Here's how it works. You go to drinktrade.com, you click the Get Started, and you get a 7-step quiz that'll basically lead you right to the coffee that you want. The quiz is super easy and takes only 2 minutes. You choose your delivery frequency, and then freshly roasted coffee will show up to your door. And then afterwards, you rate your coffee that you selected, and then Trade uses that information on your next coffee choice. It's simple, super easy, and it's an easy way to break the monotony of the coffee that you have been using. For me, I've been using the same coffee since I started drinking coffee 8 years ago, and this was a great switch up. And the awesome people at Trade have partnered with me, and you can get 30% off your first bag of coffee for using the code down below. Free shipping is also included. That's right, 30% off your first personalized bag of coffee by using that link down below. Be right here, and it'll be down in the description. You guys should really do it. If you support my sponsors, they support me, we get more of this channel. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Wow. Wow, I'm numb, guys. I really don't even know. This is our newest cattle shed. I literally have goosebumps. This is devastating. Wow, half or a third of this building is gone. Main structural I-beams are gone. There was 150 head of cattle on this side. I don't even know. Major damage. I'm at a loss for words. This is, I guarantee, I would be extremely surprised if we didn't have cattle harmed in this. I literally don't even know what to say, guys. This is, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do for this? Like, this is bad. I need to go find my family and just see make sure everyone's okay first. They want me to fly the drone around and basically make sure, make sure there's no cattle around, or see how far the pieces went, and probably just start surveying damage and seeing where we're at. This is bad. So I just went and stopped and talked with Pat and Nathan for a little while. We are luckier than what we thought. Our building up there, which you guys have seen a little bit, that thing was wind rated up to 90 mile an hour. And we must have had more than 90 mile an hour, I'm guessing. You guys will see soon. I'm gonna get the drone up in the air, go back up there, but the I-beams got ripped out of the concrete. It's unreal, the damage. I mean, like I said, we're lucky compared to others in the area. But so I'm gonna go drive around and go fly the drone some. So let's go ahead and take you guys to some drone footage of me flying around looking at some crop damage. Alrighty guys, so here's basically just me taking the drone off. I took it up and flew it, started from the main farm, and you can kind of see, just look at all that corn that's flat. Never mind that building, I'll get to that a little later, but that is our butch's farm. But just look at all that flat corn, because you can know, like you see on the left side of the screen that you can kind of see rows on the left hand side. That's how the corn should look, not flat on the ground, just pummeled. I don't know, it just makes me sick. And just look at all that debris that's out in the middle of the field. Like, it wasn't just an isolated section of the field, too. A lot of the field got damaged. I estimated about 40 to 50% of this field, acre-wise, got damaged. Because look at that, there's just patches all over that just got pummeled. And that's just the south piece. This middle piece right here, easily 80% of it got either laid flat or broken over. This piece right here, north of that, I'd say about 60% is what I estimated. I mean, just look at all these, like, these are supposed to be rows of corn, guys, not just patches. And you keep going more north, it just gets worse and worse. But so I just wanted to speed this up too, just so you can kind of see. Just we have patches all over. I mean, we have half of our acreage is right around our home farm, and it just got pummeled. Like, there's not a field that hasn't been touched that was corn. It's unreal. Our beans luckily aren't that bad. They're hurting for water right now, that's for sure. But our beans weren't that bad. But this is easily the worst field right here that you guys will see. So this is Jerry's field. This was planted late. What I found is the later the corn that we planted, the less roots that it had, the less like root structure that it had to go down and kind of sturdy itself, the worse that it got laid over. And Jerry's field was one of the last corn that we planted, and it just got destroyed. So like, this was our first planted corn to the right, and it's not near as bad. But this corn right here at Jerry's, easily 90% flat or laid over. It just makes me sick, guys. Right here is our first planted cornfield. You can kind of see that minus the little weedy wet patch. Wasn't terrible. Still about 10 to 20% you can kind of see. And here's a kind of a cool piece. Right here, a corn that's planted north-south. You see on the right-hand side of that, there's just a line that's kind of laid over. The majority of the field was planted east-west, and the storm came from the west. So the winds gusted right through the corn rows and destroyed the first couple rows of corn that was planted north-south. So that was actually kind of cool to see. I noticed that when I was editing, but it's still like as cool as total destruction could be. And this is a field that it's 110 acres of corn, usually some pretty good ground for us, and it's easily 60 to 70% laid over and destroyed. Oh man, it's kind of rough. And a side note, you can kind of see this field actually also got cattle manure pumped on, and you can kind of see the streaks of the applicator bar. Man, it just makes me sick looking at this, because you're supposed to see rows, guys. You're not supposed to see laid over stuff. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a Debbie Downer. We didn't have anything in this farm right here that was destroyed, but this is what just kills me. We're fortunate that no cattle got killed. There were cattle in this shed. We ended up moving them over on that left-hand side, which you guys will see a little bit later. But there were cattle in this shed when this happened. We're lucky none got killed. Only a couple got hurt. But you can kind of see that I-beam that's resting there. That was in that concrete. That concrete just got blown up. I don't even know. And basically, we were completely roofed over on this piece. Like, when we zoom out a little bit more, you'll see we'll have tin roof that went to the east a little bit more, and it just got ripped off and blown up. But yeah, all the cattle is actually just over in that west, in that west patch. So luckily none got killed, like I said before. But this building got demolished. And this building we built brand new. We built all the bunks. We helped lay the cement, and we helped build the building. It was built back in 2012, I believe. It was wind rated up to 90 mile an hour. So we had to have at least a 90 mile an hour wind gust go through. I've heard anywhere from 112 to 140 mile an hour winds that went through this. So, I don't know, we at least got 90 mile an hour wind, that's for sure. But you can kind of see, so that tin roof, extend that to the cement towards us right now. That's how much tin we had, and it just got blown up, and debris littered everywhere. We'll have a next video, we have a cleaning up video, but we didn't get everything. We're going to be combining and picking up stuff as we go, but just look at all the destruction, guys. I mean, count your blessings that, like I said, no one was killed. We were very fortunate for that, but it still pains us to see this. Like, this is just miserable. Like, look at these I-beams that were just bent and twisted. All that tons of steel. I don't know. Just sickens your. It makes me sick, if I'm being honest. But again, we're fortunate. We didn't lose anything, any grain bins or anything like that. But this cattle shed, our brand new one up at Butch's, did take some pretty big damage. So, well, like I said, let the rebuild process begin, I guess. All things considered, guys, we are very lucky. Yes, that shed got blown over, but a couple cattle got hurt, but no cattle was killed, no cattle got out, no people were hurt. It was just property damage. Property can be fixed. We did have insurance on that building, thankfully, but we are very fortunate. Yes, we have quite a bit of crop damage. We're hoping that the corn that you guys saw was early enough that it'll come back, as I mentioned before, but I don't know. It's just disheartening, that's for sure. I'm gonna head up to Bellevue right now, make sure everything's good up there. My dad's actually in Des Moines right now, so I'm just gonna drive up there, do a quick glance, see if the cattle are all right. Not good at all. All right, I made it up to Bellevue now. I'm just kind of checking in on things here. Everything, I'm down in the valley right now, down below. Everything looks fine as I would expect. The winds wouldn't come down in here. It hit the up top much harder, but cows look good. They're just kind of staring at me, wondering what the heck's going on, if they're gonna get fed or not. So let's head up top and see how much damage is up top. It looks like Bellevue barely got touched. We're up in the hilltops right now, and this corn doesn't even look like it's touched at all. And luckily our neighbor right here, remember, if you guys remember last year, 2 years ago, his shed right here got blown to smithereens in a bad windstorm. So luckily he didn't get hit 2 years in a row. Yeah, this stuff actually looks pretty decent. Like, you can see that the wind got a little bit on the outside. It's a little bit leaned over, but it's not near as bad as down south. Ah, there's some wind damage. There's some. I think they got a break up here. Not near as bad. Up at the Bellevue farm, we got our oats cut. You can kind of see stack those up. The tractor is put away, thankfully. And no major damage, if really any damage at all, if I'm being honest. I thought some of these buildings, being as bad as they were, would just fall right down, but negative. Looks pretty decent. I honestly don't even know if it's worth getting the drone up right now, because I don't see like any damage whatsoever. It's kind of nice. I was expecting the worst here, if I'm being 100% honest. Oh God, I'm gonna get stuck. I am gonna get stuck. Off. Shoot. Give her. Woohoo! And I just hit a hay bale. Good thing I didn't go very farther. I would have gotten stuck. I gave her and I got out, thankfully, and I hit a hay bale. This has just not been a good day. Yeah, I just about got stuck. Service stability track. Let's keep driving around a little bit, but I think that's good enough. We had, like I said, we had that nasty storm down in Preston down south. Up here, not so bad. Literally, I hit service stability track and traction control, air brake, or anti-lock brake system. My brake light and my traction control all went on for some reason. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep driving and see what else we see. Ooh, there's some pretty bad wind damage. I might get the drone up just to put it up. Just kidding. I think I'm going to bring this drone back. It is really windy again. Why, I don't know. But I was giving her and it was only going 12 miles an hour. So I'm playing this drone. Sorry. Man, that got real windy all of a sudden. And there goes all my mud. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we definitely got some wind damage up here, but not near as bad as down south. So it is what it is. Could be worse, but yep, sorry, no drone. Alrighty, ladies, gents, and germs, no cleanup or anything today, mainly because, you know, it's getting late in the day and there were some other people with more damage than us, so we went over to go check on them. I checked up in Bellevue, everything looked good. Pat went down south, checked the cows, feed them, and then check our farm down there, and he also went and visited the guy that bin that we saw earlier that got destroyed. Visited him to make sure everything's going there as good as they can be there, and then Nathan and Devin went to go drive around and see if anyone else needed help. But so yeah, rough day, that's for sure. So cleanup will come probably tomorrow or the next day, one of those two, probably both actually. But I'm gonna head home. Our power's still out back home, so we gotta find some way to get dinner. So yeah. But anyway, so I'm gonna head home, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.